Hey, so it's week 8 of the season 10 of LSBA. I am currently at number 2, and I'm about to go against the third person in the standings. Last week, we didn't do very well at setting up our match, so he called he called the win. Like, we couldn't battle, so he called dibs on it. And so now I have to try a little harder, even though I'm probably going to go up against both either any of these three guys in the playoffs, because the top 4 players, which is almost half of us, will go on to the playoffs. So I don't want to work too hard. I want to do the bare minimum to win. And if we had that other one set up, I would have been able to just coast this next couple weeks, but my victory is not assured. Uh, Still possible for Rodney to go up if he wins his next 2 weeks. So otherwise, I'd be coasting here with a 5, just like Jacob here. So our guy Chartwig here has some pretty impressive stats. He's got like 1500 in one of the OUs and 1500 in one of the monotypes, and 1400 in a couple other formats. Like, mostly the most important one here is that he was at really high in the current Gen 9 meta, and he's tried a lot of different things, but his favorite seems to be monotype. He's tried pretty much every format, and yeah, he was 1500 in last gen's national decks, so definitely knows how to play this game. And what's his random bat? Yeah, and his random battle is also 1430, so that's pretty good. That's pretty amazing. And not only are they generally good at this game, but they have a helper, and one who doesn't seem to mess with them that much either. So, um, because there's another pair of the ex champions, that's Alex and Rossi, but I think Rossi gives him terrible advice because they are doing worse than basically everybody. Yeah, they're number 8, or tied for 6th anyway. That's weird. Everybody has -8 in 6th place. There's 3 people with that exact score. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. Uh, there. Yeah, they 3 people with 8. I think this battle is actually the one I've prepped the most for. Let's see if that's exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, so I expanded my window to cover up my prep sheet, but those are the exact 6 Pokemon I thought would do the best against my team. Iron Moth, Garganacl, Tapu Fini, Hydreigon, Thundurus, and Iron Valiant. So let's see, who is he probably gonna lead with? Maybe Thundurus? No, probably Tapu Fini, because he's gonna expect the Torkoal lead. So the best guy against Tapu Fini. Okay, so he's gonna switch straight into Hydreigon. Yeah, we'll be fine. Nope, great. Now it's important. I can't glare at this Garganacl. Historically, in one of his battles, he terra'd to flying, so that's likely that he's going to do that again. And I predict Terra Flying and Iron Defense. No, not Iron Defense. He'll body press because he's going to expect me to substitute. If he's going to flying, then I, gosh, am totally unprepared. He's going to Terra into flying, and he's going to body press. Who... Let me check my list. Okay, you know what? You know, I'm just gonna risk it. He also may switch into Iron Moth, but if he does that, I'll be fine because I can just glare. But I really don't need to worry about that because all I need to do is switch into Blissey. Because he's gonna use like Fiery Balloon or something. Wait, Fiery Dance. I read him say I read Air Balloon at the same time. Okay, things turned out pretty well. I'm positive they're gonna switch. No, who are they even gonna switch into? Probably Garganackle. And then we'll be back to exactly what we were doing. Yep, there we go. Now, what's he gonna do? Iron Defense? No, he's probably gonna body press. Alright, so let's look up what exactly Salt Cure is. Like, no, not Salt Cure, Purifying Salt. Okay, it can't be statused at all. So if I use Thunderbolt on it, there's no chance it's going to get a status. And that's with a crit, so that's pretty awful. And I know if I rapid spin, I'm faster than everybody. Although, it's possible he's gonna Terra Ghost. Yeah, but the sooner these guys Terra, the better. So that I don't have to keep trying to anticipate all the Terras. So ideally, I lose this one, but with only like a -1 differential or something. 'Cause, 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 ' I think if I Terra in the steel, I might win. But I'll calc that. Okay, so I really want to get rid of Tapu Fini. And, okay, and now he's definitely going to switch into one of his flyers. Okay. He loves his Thundurus. He uses weird sets on him all the time. So I'm going to Mega Horn in anticipation of the Hydreigon. Ah, never mind. That's terrible. Nice. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so if Earth Power does 90, Clear Smog would do 100. But I really want him to switch. And I know this is going to be a physical Hydreigon, so I'm going to go for another Lava Plume. Because he's probably going to have Superpower. He's going to dance. Because if you're bringing a Hydreigon against Blissey, you're probably going to want the Superpower. And I'm hoping that Tapu Fini will come out again while the sun is out, because I have a really fun idea. Nope, it was normal the whole time. It was a normal special set. Probably with Flamethrower. He might have U-turn. Oh yeah, he has a Life Orb, so he probably has U-turn. So I'm gonna Glare. Great. Stuff is going great. So I had two guys who I thought had any chance against Iron Moth, and they're both knocked out. But I don't want to stay in as superior, because he is not going to take hardly any damage from my Leaf Storm. There we go, incoming Superpower. Yep, called it. Ah, that sucks. Oh, actually. Oh, no, I already Terra'd. I had Terra Ghost just for the body press from Garganacl and the superpower from Hydreigon. We're just gonna have to chill. we go. Hit me with another superpower. And, you know, he's probably going to have to use flamethrower or something. Yep, there we go. Nice. And we know Superior's faster, so that's a free Leaf Storm. It's still possible for Superior to win this all on its own. Okay. So I'm gonna have... Nah, you're gonna Bug Buzz. Are you... This is horrible. So this one will do 24. The next one will do 36. Nice. And there's really not anything I can do. Nice. It wasn't ghost or flying, it was fighting, so that the body press would do extra damage. And yeah, even with a crit, that's gonna do 15, so... He's just gonna recover. Yep, so that's what happened. Yeah, Garganacle really benefits from being able to Terra. Like, its main thing is that its stat is good. So you can just change its type on the fly, and you have to prepare for multiple different types. I don't know how anyone's beaten this guy before. I think the only other couple times anyone's beaten this Garganacle is with a ton of setup. Yeah, like this. Like if you can set up before the Garganacle does, you're winning. And let's watch this on fast and see if I have any comments. Yeah, I don't know how these guys work so well together. Iron Moth and Garganacle. Let's see. Yeah, this turn I remember just being desperate and in a hurry. And I wanted to get that over with even though it wasn't the best plan. I just really liked Great Tusk having his speed boost that he needed. Yeah, this is the big mistake of the game here. Turn 7. If I had switched into Blissey, yeah, that would have worked. And then another mistake, I could have done another headlong rush, but I was really worried about this Hydreigon. But, you know what, now that I think about it, if he even had switched into Hydreigon, then next turn I could have Mega Horned. I could have just Mega Horned next turn. That probably would have done him in. We know for next time. We're going to face him in the playoffs. And then I pretty much Hydreigon was my biggest worry in this team because he's a mixed attacker. He can have superpower, and that can beat up my main special wall. And then, yep, that did 75 max defense. Yeah, there wasn't anything I could have done. There wasn't any switch in I could have made or. Yeah, no one else would have done any better. What do I do next? Do I switch in Blissey and get that wish? Yeah, that would have been a good move. Yeah, I've made at least 3 mistakes in this battle, which is nice, because I want him to think that he's winning, so that he underestimates me next time. Yep. That was my best move. That went as well as it possibly could have. And now if I had my Terra not used, this wouldn't be happening. Well, I wouldn't be winning either, but yeah, no, having the Terra here wouldn't have made a difference, but yep. That's what happened. That's my biggest loss of the whole season. And I was right to give them the amount of preparation I did. I am going to hold off on this one until the playoffs. You know, so that they don't get all that advantage.